Terence Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound kings in boxing, fought another unbelievable fighter in Errol Spence Jr. Took place at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. Beautiful place, beautiful arena. Been there when Floyd Mayweather fought a few years back. He fought Errol Spence, one of the most feared fighters in boxing. Everyone they've put in front of Errol Spence, he's abolished them, taken them out, never been dropped, never touched the canvas. Here comes Terence Bud Crawford, 35 years old, held back by Top Rank for many, many years. All right? Last year, he got out of his contract with Top Rank, court cases, you name it, the standard boxing story.
Is Top Rank run by Bob Arum?
Absolutely. One of the greatest promoters in boxing. Moving on. He got out of his contract. He went solo. He picked up the phone. He called Al Heyman. He said, I want to fight Errol Spence. This is the time to make it. I'm 35 years old. Errol Spence, credit to him, accepted the challenge. Fights on. July 29th. Las Vegas, MGM Grand Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, packed house. And what a fight. What a display it was. The man of the moment, Terence Bud Crawford, stepped up in front of the thousands at the MGM Grand and put an absolute masterpiece of a display.
Did you watch it live?
Of course. Absolutely. And I also tipped him, and I have SMS evidence, date, time of me calling it out, telling one of my close friends who also manages another fighter, telling him Terence Bud Crawford is going to win this fight.
So where did you watch the fight? I mean, where did you watch the fight?
In the comfort of my own home. You know, the best place to watch the fight.
Take us through. Was your wife there? Was your son around? Or did you just go in your little bunker and you watched the fight and go to what? You were jumping off the couch. You had the can of orange juice, the Coca-Cola, the salt vinegar chips. Take us through the first round when Spence got floored.
My whole body was jittery. I had butterflies in my stomach watching Crawford come out with Eminem, one of the greatest rap artists of our time. He comes out with him on 1 or 2 days' notice after Eminem commented on his status on social media. He comes out singing, walks him to the ring, does his thing. He comes out wearing a fishing net, right? And steps in. Comes out as the second fighter, gets announced as the first fighter. Errol Spence gets announced as the second fighter. These are all little tricks, right? They're all marks of respect, right? Opening round, toe-to-toe, nice, filling him out. Crawford's known to be a slow starter. Spence is the opposite, likes a press come forward. Second round, same thing. Third round, boom, gone. Down he goes because he's naturally a right-hander and he fought southpaw. So his right hand now became his jab, right? He threw a punt. He threw a loose left. Then he stepped in with his leading hand, the jab, which is his right hand, and he felt the full force of a right hand with the jab. Shocked Spence, took him to the canvas. First time in his career he touches the canvas. The crowd went ballistic. And as the fight went on, he touched the canvas a few more times before the fight being stopped.
So was it the 7th round, correct?
7th round, exactly. So for so long, they were keeping this guy in the shadows. He was asking for these fights. Why? Why do they do that? You want to know why? Because they're mongrels.
Tell us.
Because they're greedy mongrels. Because the way these promoters think of it is, why would I put him in the hard fights when I can put him in subpar fights and still sell out and make money on him? What about if he loses it? All his value drops, according to them. But he stuck by his word. He got out of his Top Rank contract and he went after Errol Spence immediately. He said to him, I want to fight you. Let's make this fight for the fans. Boxing fans deserve this fight. They've been starved of the best against the best for too long. And he did, and he beat him, and he came up to 147 from 135 to 140 to 147. and he's willing to go to 154 for the rematch, so Errol Spence can feel comfortable and not weight drained.
And now Crawford is the undisputed welterweight champion of the world.
The first time a fighter in the last 10 years to be the undisputed in the 4-belt era.
Wow, that is enormous. Congratulations to Crawford.
There's Clarissa Shields, who's done the same in the females. So Terence Crawford, ladies and gentlemen, mark his name on your calendars. Look out for his next fight. He is an absolute masterpiece. Can fight orthodox, can fight southpaw. One of the most athletically gifted athletes I have ever seen. Right? If you watch,
can we compare him to? Can we compare him? Can we compare Crawford to any of the bigger name fighters that he would be akin to?
Well, there was a lot of comparison between him and Mayweather, but he hasn't achieved. He's not a 5-weight champion yet. He's only been in 3 different weight divisions, so he's still got a bit of time. And he looks and reminds me a lot of Tommy the Hitman Hearns. If you go back and watch him, if you're a boxing fan, you know who Tommy Hearns is. Look at his face, look at his movement, and yeah, he's pretty special, man. He's pretty special. Tones?
I agree.
Get a chance to watch the fight, mate?
No, I've only seen limited highlights, Ahmed, but I liked what I saw. Crawford,
Tones?
just a machine. Yes,
I'll give you a piece of advice. Go home, close the curtains, lock the front door, get yourself whatever you drink, whatever your favorite foods and your favorite drinks, put them next to you. Turn on the Crawford versus Errol Spence fight. Put the volume as loud as you can possibly get it, and just soak it in, mate. You feel like you're at the MGM Grand.
Love it. I can't wait to do it, and I look forward to watching Crawford in many more bouts.
On the same card was the semi-main event was Isaac Cruz, a fighter that's now managed by Manny Pacquiao, and Sean Gibbons, who's an old boxing hit who's been in the game for a long time. Manny Pacquiao is the Filipino legend that we all know. Everyone knows who Manny Pacquiao is. He was there to also watch this fight. Isaac Cruz is a little Mexican pitbull. His name is Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Little Mexican comes and makes his name against Gervonta Davis, one of the most ruthless fighters, biggest power punchers in boxing today. He fought Gervonta. He took Gervonta 12 rounds. Gervonta broke his hand punching him in the head. That's how hard this guy's head is. And for 12 rounds, he comes at you, swinging. He's an excitement machine. He fought a fighter that's coached by the great Freddie Roach. And it wasn't the best of performance, but he was good enough. Did he make a statement? No. Did he win? Yes. But yeah, so he's also a name to watch out for. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tones. You're an absolute legend. We'll catch you all next week. Take care, everyone.